What up, everybody? Shadow, you're on.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Chilling like a villain, down like Bob Dylan.
What? Hey, Shadow.
What's happening,
Fucking
Justin?
toe hurts.
Nothing much. Half the people
Sorry to
at
hear
work
that,
got
bro.
COVID.
It's okay. It happens, you know.
No, I've never broken a bone in my body. Well, maybe I might have broken a finger once, but I just walked it off.
What up, Lava Lord?
You should have punched it off. It was in your hand.
No, it sucks because it's this pinky, and now when I try to fire my Desert Eagle, it's a little tough because it's got big grip and.
Hi, baby girl. Yeah, it's my pinky toe on the foot that I only have 4 toes on. So I rely on all those 4 toes. And it's on my right foot, so it makes it hard to drive and stuff.
You could get a bionic toe.
You know, they told me that I could get a freaking prosthetic big toe. And I was like, why the hell do I want a prosthetic toe? Like,
So
if they
can
cut my
charge you?
foot off, I'd be like, yeah, give me a prosthetic foot. But a toe? I learned how to walk and balance without the damn thing.
I don't know. Do you dance?
No, I don't fucking dance.
This is
You don't fucking need it.
19.2.
Well, I do. I have a silly dance that I do. I call it the dad dance. But I don't do it in like the dance hall. I do it in front of my kids to embarrass them, don't I, Gemini?
Yeah, I got the sit dance when I'm doing the intros, but that's just to annoy my boy as well.
CCDV, what's up?
So you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, TCG, how
I
you
was,
doing, buddy?
I was here. Give him a thing. You?
Yeah, getting a lot of painting done. That's and seeding the garden, trying to get some tomatoes and crab growing.
Sad dudes right here. TCG was supposed to have his internet up and running tomorrow, but
Oh
due to
shit, that sucked.
circumstances, he has to wait a couple of more weeks. He was going to finally join us on the show.
Well, hey, the invite's been open for my Saturday night shows as well. And you should have been there last Saturday. It was I can't see it. What is it? Yeah, it's about the same thing I do. It's all in the shoulders.
It's all in the shoulders.
But we were talking about big stompy robots. You should have joined us.
I love me some big stompy robots. And
Yep.
mildly depressed
Check out Mr.
Asian teens.
CCTV. 40 years since he went into Iraq.
Hey. Because you know anime, right? Mildly depressed.
I
Asian
know
teens.
anime.
Well, all the big stumpy robot shows have mildly depressed teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, CCTV. Oh.
You don't want to see Jackie. You don't want to see Jackie salute. Trust me.
That's my salute. Stop stealing.
Hard work will set you free, guys.
Hard work will set you free.
Howdy from the weirder side of Texas. Well,
What's
I've
up,
been
Brian?
all over Texas. Lev, what's up?
Yeah, it was cool hearing your Brian. It's cool hearing your trials and tribulations with the Tarask. I have never fought it as a player because I almost never play as a player until this year. But I've thrown it at a few people, and yeah.
Yeah,
You don't beat the Tarrasque. You don't.
We got the GMs off. Yeah, when you see the Tarrasque, the thing that you should do is just nope the hell out of there.
I got my nephew a Tarrasque, and it was half the size of the one you showed off, man.
Really?
You
didn't fucking leave a comment, you fucker.
What?
You didn't leave a comment.
When? Oh, in
the video. Yeah. I got like one comment. I usually have like a freaking mountain of comments, and I'm like,
normally I try to leave the comment, but I just was tired.
Yeah. I saw a model of a Tarrasque.
That thing was like a foot and a half long.
Size to fit the normal size minis. And this thing stood like that tall.
Yeah, the one we've got is only about 8 inches tall, but about a foot and a half long. It's
well,
brutal. I can beat my dog to death with it, you know.
You can do a lot.
I almost did last night because he jumped up on the table and ate our pasta.
You can do a lot with 8 inches.
Okay. I wouldn't know. I've never been that short.
Okay, weird. What part of Texas are you from, DJ? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Shadow, who makes that other Tarrasque that you refuse to name the company of?
Oh, Wizards of the Coast, I think. It's like $200-$400 freaking piece of, one piece of plastic. Yeah. Ours, you can actually. There's some on eBay right now. You can get it and the giant and the giant mushroom. No, whatever. It's got 3 models in it right now on eBay for $59 plus shipping. It's not a bad deal. If you don't mind putting it together.
I put the link in the chat, guys. Anybody want to jump on?
Or you could wait until we hit 1,000 subs and maybe you'll get lucky because we're giving away one of the Tarrasque kits when we hit 1,000.
I did state I was guaranteed to win, right?
Only if Emperor's Choice comes on, and then they gave away every one of our people who were in the contest. They gave everybody a book, which was really nice to them, considering they gave us half of the prizes to begin with. Then they came on and gave some more stuff. What's up, Deej? I keep trying to jump on your show, but it's always at the weirdest freaking times.
I know I'm weird.
And I don't want to jinx it because last time I was on your show, you had a freaking heart attack. So,
that was months ago. That was months ago. It's okay. It's fine now.
Crazy ass farmer.
Okay. Nobody has a heart attack.
You just walked it off, right? You just walked it off.
Yeah, you like rub some dirt on it, walk it off. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I did. Walk it off.
Besides the triple bypass.
How do you rub some dirt on the heart, dude? I don't even want to see that.
So, DJ, you're like me. You got wires holding your sternum together.
I've got antium. I'm Wolverine now.
I got freaking. They did a chest X-ray on me a month or so ago, and they're like, "Here's where they did your triple bypass. See all these little rings? That's holding your sternum together." I was like, "Cool." I wonder if I set off a metal detector.
I think
so you can take a bullet. So you can take a bullet once.
A very, very low caliber bullet.
CCDV, you're always drunk, buddy.
Poor Hungar came to my stream last night and had kind of ran away because he seen we were doing them weird ass things again last night.
I was going to sleep. I've been tired lately, and they got me on one. I broke my pinky toe the other day while I was freaking sleeping. How do you do that? I don't know.
I don't know what were you dreaming about. That's the real question.
I have real bad night terrors sometimes. But
you should be impressed, though. I had 2 females on the panel.
I was impressed when you had 2 chicks on.
Well, were they cute? Because that's the real question.
Oh, hell yeah. They're cute.
Yeah, they were. Okay, Weird, how you doing? Nice to meet you, buddy.
My way. I'll treat them right.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
We got. I've never seen you in my chat before.
I know. I just broke the door down and thought I'd entertain.
Yeah. Well, my live stream.
If you guys are not subscribed to Brian's channel, get your ass over there right this minute.
They call the mystery box of live streams.
Ah, there you go.
Because
you guys
I don't know what
about
we're
today?
going to talk about. We're just going to talk about something.
Very good.
You got any ideas?
Oh man, I'm just head deep in this weird World War II. That's my thing.
Yep.
I like World War II stuff.
So do I.
Yeah, me too. The boy's more of a WW1 guy, but nobody's perfect.
Well, it's probably all the propaganda he gets in class for World War II.
I don't know. He pretty much schools his own teachers these days. So
God, I can't even imagine what the history books are like now. I got a degree in history and a minor in political science, and first thing you learn about studying history is it's all subjective. It's like whoever wrote the damn thing. You got to really you get both sides and you kind of come to a middle. Like okay.
In the 40s, Germany was just vacationing in France.
It's true. Technically, right?
You know why the French plant trees on the side of the road?
To keep them from those. I don't know, dude.
Germans don't like to march in the sun.
Oh.
They prefer the shade.
Whoa, Hungar.
I do know a funny thing about the French is that, first of all, they love their riots. That the revolution is, that's a big thing in France, especially right now. But they purposely in Paris, they made the roads like extra big. So like, revolutionaries couldn't block off the roads and stuff because the avenues are so large. Yeah. So that was one of the means to try to keep them from revolting.
The means to keep them from production?
But they're already revolting.
Hell yeah, man.
Nobody riots like the French, man.
Hell no. And no government folds faster than the French when it comes to their people's rioting.
I gotta give them this though. I took a French self-defense course back in college. I've never ran so fast and hard in my life.
Listen, guys. I mean, being a student of history, the French, man. I mean, they weren't fucking pussies as everybody likes to joke they were about, right?
Yeah, back in the day, they were badasses.
I mean, even in World War II, man, it was their command that screwed them. And then Da Vinci came and look, they gave the Americans a fucking shellacking in North Africa when they landed. And if it wasn't for their I can't remember the damn general's name to convince them to stand down. I mean, the French would have kept going. No, the French general that
well, there were French that fought on the side of the Reich. They were some of the fiercest.
Well, there were Vichy French in North Africa when the Allies.
No, even in Berlin, the French division that was there.
Africa with a K, baby. That's what when I played war games. I always played in World War II. I always played Russian because I like the Red God of War with all the artillery. I mean, artillery.
Yeah, my old man was a big Africa Corps fan too. We built a lot of Africa Corps models.
I love the camo pattern, but I like the weird World War II. When I was younger, I wanted to make a game called "There's a Zombie in My Panzer."
They should still make it, man. It's a great title.
It was like it's World War II, but all the humans are allied together, so it's like the Germans. Everybody's all together, and they're fighting freaking zombies and dead.
We in my Weird War timeline, we have this thing called the Turning. And it was on, I gave it an arbitrary date. It was like January 1st, 1945. All the dead rise up to feed on the living. And it's like, and if you think about the historical significance of that, in January 1st, 1945, there's a lot of dead people and dead soldiers on the battlefields. So if they all just stood up and started consuming the living, it turns pretty bad pretty quick, and everybody it becomes humans versus the undead.
Japan would have the easiest time with zombies because they cremate everybody.
Well, also if you go with like human biology or just biology in general, that the climate would consume the undead pretty quick, bugs and just rot.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, dude.
Inertia.
That's always a thing I've always wondered with like Dawn of the Dead and any good zombie genre. How long does it take before they just rot away and there's nothing to worry about?
Well, that's the thing. Like in my rules, they're more kind of like they're realistic as you can get. Where like if you're in a cold environment, the zombies would just freeze solid. I mean, they would just sit there. I mean, they'd be undead, but they couldn't move because they're frozen solid. There's no heat.
Right.
Yeah, it all depends upon what you watch, because if you watch Z Nation, they actually show frozen zombies that eventually get thawed out. You got the Romero lore that basically maybe within 20-25 years they'll finally rot enough. You got the Walking Dead lore that
they're
just always going.
In our rules, they're dead. You can't kill them. The only way to make a zombie inert is you got to produce so much damage to it that it just can't move or function. So you got to shoot it up, chop it up, burn it up, or whatever. But there's
just take out the head.
Yeah, no bullshit. We're like, we'll just shoot in the head and it's dead. I mean, it's already dead.
That's already dead.
It's already dead.
Or it could be the warm bodies. You just got to wait around long enough and they re-kickstart and become alive again.
Oh my God, what was that movie? That was
Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies. That's it. That was a different twist on the whole zombie thing.
So Dash of Ellen Wargaming is GM's friend.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I had no fucking clue, man.
Yeah, I guess who was it earlier didn't know it?
Me?
No. I think it was Mr. Max. Yeah, that's Fritz's other channel.
Mr. Max, he's a good guy. He's a funny guy. I like Mr. Max.
So are you guys mostly RPers, role players? Or
I'm a gaming nerd.
Just gaming whore, just like me? Just
Tabletop.
Everything and anything?
Yep. Same here. I play a little bit of everything.
Right now, I'm kind of a zombie gaming whore because I've been playing nothing but 7 Days to Die.
Nice.
Very cool.
I play Conan Exiles.
Conan.
I play Dawn of War on my computer. I play 40K and 30K in real life. Battletech. I'm a big nerd about Battletech. Love Battletech. And role playing. Like I'm getting ready to start running a Warhammer Fantasy game after I do my one-shot drow game.
Very cool.
Hey, no shooting the drow.
No, everybody's
my drow after you.
Everybody's gonna be drow, and I expect a lot of betrayal.
I plan on killing a lot of drow, even though I am one in that game.
That's right.
Oh wait, I give away my this drow. You're not playing drow if you're not trying to kill someone.
Is it drow on the surface or drow down below on the underneath?
Drow down below. Squirrel, what up, buddy?
Yeah.
It's drow down below, and everybody in the party don't like each other.
I've been rereading The Prince to get into the right mindset.
Yeah, it's like just think of Dritz. The first Dritz book, Denon kills his older brother, and that's the only reason Dritz got to live.
Very cool. What system do you use for it?
I'm gonna be running old school, probably amalgamation of first and second ed.
Oh, okay.
That's the best way to go. That's the best way to go.
There's a lot to be said for both systems. There's some suckiness, but there's a happy medium in there with first and second.
No system's perfect.
No.
But I love the Warhammer fantasy world. I love the 40K world. I like Warhammer. I'm a Warhammer whore. I watch a lot of freaking videos about 40K and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that game. I'm not a fan of not having some control over the very type of character I play. It's just like I'll tell you what I want to run. I don't want the dice to tell me what I want to run. Maybe for like a one shot to test out the rules, but after that, I'm like, and I want to be invested in the character and not, forced to invest myself in the character just
Now,
to keep on playing.
okay, you roll a random race, you roll a random career, but as soon as you get some XP, you can change your career.
Yeah, but there are races that I hate to be a racist, but
you can be a slan, some sort of like ancient slan, or one of the. You guys remember in the original Rogue Trader, the slan were in 40K, and they were enslaved. Yeah. You can be one of the slan slaves, dude.
90% of the time, you're going to be a human.
Right. That I got that. And I do own the books. I just. I have no desire to run a hobbit or a dwarf or a gnome or, any of that. Gnomes. I'm just not into it.
There's no gnomes.
What were we talking about? Rolling 4 or 5 characters and then picking the one you wanted to play.
Yeah.
And then having the others reserved for if your character died.
Yeah. Because your character's going to die.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what.
It's a stack of pre-gens. You're like, oh shit, this could be a tough campaign, isn't it?
Well, it's Warhammer Fantasy. Shit happens.
No, I got no problem with dying. I did a 4-hour series on why characters need to die and how so many DMs just that's not in their vocabulary. It's some sort of micro or mega aggression, like killing off PC. Like, if you're not going to die, if there's no chance of dying, you might as well play a fucking video game.
I don't go out of my way to call for player character.
No, that's being asked.
It's when the DM makes your player character immortal, even though you don't want it to be.
Right.
I usually plant some sort of possibility to bring him back. But it's usually like some sort of resurrection spell or something. But it takes like money, a lot of money, and if they really want that character back, they all got to chip in and bring him back or something like that.
See, when I'm playing the game, 9 times out of 10, if a character dies, the first thing I do is try to loot its body,
just in case it comes back. I got your stuff, man.
And that's as the DM, right?
No, as a player. Somebody does something stupid one of the games I'm playing in and gets killed, I'm taking their shit.
My way's funnier.
I always played like strict weights. Like you only have so much. You can only carry so much, and hey, you don't have a bag. How the hell are you gonna carry all that shit? So that's always fun.
My brother, who's usually the DM in the games I play in, like we go into a place and people are like, oh, look at these tapestries. How much are they worth? I'm going to take all the tapestries. My brother's like, yeah, how are you going to carry them?
Those things are fucking heavy.
I had this one game where we had a gem. Yeah, I think it was a gem that did basically the portal from the original Diablo. Remember the portal spell?
Sure.
Where it would open up back to the town.
No.
Wherever you were, back to the town. So we had this thing. The DM let us have this. And it's like, okay. Every piece of furniture, like we were looting the pillows.
I'll be right back. Justin, you're fucking wild, man, dude.
We had something like that in a game once, and it was like what the people wanted to. So, okay, you can portal it back to the town. By the time they got back to the town, everybody had stole all their shit that they portaled back anyway. They didn't get a damn thing.
Well, another way to, as a DM, reeling that kind of crap in is like, wherever their town is, they only got so much money. The shops only have so much money.
Yeah.
And then it gets to like, oh, let's start bartering for this. And of course, the shops are going to get a better deal out of the barter. So
if you're bringing in pillows and rags and stuff, you just don't care. We will give you this 1 ton of random stuff for a toothpick.
Pretty much. Or you can always make pals, like go to the local inn or the tavern and say, hey, I got a bunch of these silk satin pillows and bedding. What can we get for a trade? And they'll give you this shit. Free room and board.
Yeah. We got a cart out there. We don't need all this stuff on it.
Yeah, we always had wagons. Like if we're going to a dungeon, if we were going to go to a specific location and like adventure, we'd always hire slaves or porters, and we'd always have a wagon like waiting up there, and then we'd have like a guard that would stay there and try to. But yeah, that was always fun.
Yeah, now that's like ancient history. Nobody wants to bother with that. The DMs don't want to let you do it, or the players are too lazy to do it. I mean,
forget about buying slaves now. Holy shit. It's like, dude, this is a game. It's a fantasy setting. I'm not a slaver.
If no one's buying slaves, they're going to get a job.
Well, I mean, just hiring, porters and hiring, the henchmen and men at arms. At like a gold piece a day. Okay, we're going to be gone for a week or two. Okay, it's 15 gold. You get a bonus. Just do what we say for 2 weeks. I mean, you can't scrounge up 15 gold for the expedition, and if you're halfway there and you've run out of money, but they're still there, it's like, hey, you'll get paid when we get paid.
On the Conan server,
50 gold. Oh, bummer.
It's not like they're gonna strike, right?
On the Conan server, me and Justin play on. Our guild name is Limited Freedom Staffing Agency LLC because we're slavers.
Yeah. No one's buying slaves. So I'm out of a job.
Hey, in the actual Arduin game that's coming back out, and in the original game, slaver was a character class that's going to make heads explode when it comes back. When the new Arduin game comes out, everybody's going to be talking about it, and all kinds of heads are going to be exploding because of all the base shit in it.
It's funny, on one of my groups, someone, posed the question, I'm getting into American, he's getting into the Civil War, and he's talking about, do you get flack for playing the Confederacy? And I said, look, it's a fucking game. You're rolling dice, and you're just playing a game. Just because you play a Confederate doesn't mean you prescribe to slavery or the edicts of it. It's just you're playing a game. And for someone like playing with you in a war game, saying that, oh, you're bad, I'm like, dude, we are simulating warfare. So don't give me this high and mighty BS.
It's like playing German.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's the lefties complaining that white gets to go first in chess. Shut the fuck up. Those are the rules.
There's a guy. I can't remember he's a big YouTube guy, something DM or Dr. DM or something like that.
Professor DM.
Professor DM.
That guy can go burn in a dumpster fire.
I used to watch him, and then he actually was talking about one of his games. Some girl was playing, and she was like a vegan, and like one of the players like classes was a cook, and she got offended because he was slaughtering a pig or some shit. And he actually talked about like, oh, what do we need to do to secure? I'm like, I fucking canceled that channel. I'm not even going to entertain that. It's like,
let me DM that scenario for a minute here. Okay. Roll perception check. You notice a tremoring. Whatever you roll is a fail. Don't worry about it. Something bursts out of the ground. The character is devoured. Their soul is rended. They cannot be resurrected. Please leave my house.
I actually stopped watching him, not because of that video, but because of his he was just going off saying how the game just pretty much has to suck 24/7. It's got to be nonstop, just ugliness, dark, no contrast, no goodness anywhere. And I'm like, this is right in the middle of COVID. And I'm like, dude, do we not have enough of that shit? Can we not have like one little spark of sunlight and hope somewhere in our lives? Do we have to bring it to the game table where even that has to suck? Come on. Not to mention,
it's like
I'm all about inclusivity as much as the next guy. Because listen, if we don't let everybody in, no one's going to be able to play. But the thing is that is so ludicrous that to just entertain that and like, oh, let's get the group together and talk about it. I'm like, what the? I'm like, you're probably not the right person for the game. That's what I would say.
It's like Max from Legion of Myth says, escapism, not realism.
Exactly.
It's a representation.
It's a
representation, not a simulation. It's just like, come on,
fucking game. It's like when we played Axis and Allies. How you gonna play Axis and Allies if somebody doesn't decide to play the Axis?
It's true.
You're gonna play Allies and Allies? That's gonna be freaking boring.
And then some people are like, well, I don't want to play the Soviets because they're kind of bad too.
When I set up my Flames of War army, I put my machine guns behind the infantry in case those some bitches decided to run. Because when I played World War II games, I play Soviets a lot, and because commissars. I play it realistically, where the heavy machine guns were put behind the infantry in case the infantry decided they wanted to run away. I have so much freaking artillery that go ahead and cross that dead man's land.
You're talking about like wargaming, like historically accurate, like you're talking about Soviet massive men waves and heavy artillery. But my God, if you don't have like these game systems with points, first of all, I hate point system game systems. I hate them. But like playing Flames of War, it's just got to be like there. I mean, since what battle was ever on equal footing? Never.
Well, and that's the thing. The Russians were so cheap that you could feel like somebody's playing German, say Panzerschreck or Panzer Grenadiers or whatever. They're playing like the Germans. They're going to put their little army out. I'm playing the Russians. It's going to take me 15, 20 minutes to set my army up because Russians are freaking cheap. Just people playing freaking American Airborne. Those sons of bitches were expensive. So they'd have like a block of like infantry like this big, and mine's going across the table, and it's 2 men deep.
Oh. Man, that was one of my issues with Flames of War is like the tank park, where it was just
I do like that Flames of War allows me to play the British Union of Fascists, and they support that model range. It's a very small one.
Bolt action.
Bolt action. Yes, it's bolt action. Sorry.
Flames of War. My son was looking for one of their flags, Justin, for his flag collection, and one recently sold on eBay. Yeah, one recently sold on eBay for $500. And I told him, I don't care if you have that much money. You're not doing that. Okay,
you get a reproduction for a lot less than that.
For $15, you can get a reproduction.
Yeah. Now that flag you got off to the side there, it's a very nice one.
The pirate?
Yeah, I know because I have the exact same flag.
I've had that flag since I've had that flag for 30 years. The pirate flag. Hold on, let me show. So everybody else can get a good look at it.
Is it the Imperium, like 40K, or
no? It's just a.
Oh, gotcha.
Just a goofy pirate. I got it from Outdoorsman or something like that. Back when I was buying all kinds of stupid shit like that.
One of our friends who plays Conan, he was telling us, he was like, "I'm getting ready to start a pirate campaign, but I don't know what I should make it." I was like, "Make a Somali."
I feel bad because I feel bad. The only flags I got is either the Minuteman flag from Fallout 4 or the Federation flag from Star Trek.
Okay.
No, my boy collects flags and hats, and he's got some good ones.
I like that top hat he was wearing the other day.
Both of them.
I found that day. I found it in a parking lot.
And he was wearing it that night.
Well, he was wearing. If you notice, he was actually wearing two top hats, one on top of the other. Homage to the mighty Boosh, I guess, which he's never seen. But
that's a great show.
Yeah, but it also had these really cool goggles with it. Another thing he likes, because he's a big Dr. Horrible fan. But I just saw it in the parking lot. Someone must have dropped it when they were getting groceries or something. It was right like by the plants in the middle of the parking lot, and I'm like, I told his mom, stop. She's like, what? I jump out, grab that fucker, and she's like, what the hell? And I'm like, hey, if you think I'm going to leave that on the side of the road, knowing our son who would just jump, for joy to get it.
What you didn't
Clearly
see,
you don't know it.
What you didn't see is just about like 50 feet behind you, a little kid on a bike, stopping, crying, seeing you run off with it.
Yeah, the kid's wearing a top hat on a bicycle. He deserves to lose it.
Oh man, look at you stealing some kid's hat.
I'm like,
Hey.
I like watching kids and old people fall down. I'm that kind of, kids, and old people falling
if
down.
someone said anything, I would have given it back. But it didn't happen. It was meant to be, and he's got yet one more top hat. He's got a red one, a black one. Well, not two black ones. Freaking all kinds of sombreros.
Kids falling down and old people falling down are hilarious.
Yep.
Oh man.
Or drunk girls falling on ice. That's like one of my favorite videos.
I think my favorite is when people are shooting and like the gun hits them in the face or something like that. Those are great. Those are great.
Have you ever seen a video where
I actually saw somebody
Well,
do the dumbest thing ever with a double-barreled shotgun. Try shooting it one-handed, boom, and then boom. Dude.
Great.
There's a video out there.
No. The funniest one is the 12-year-old girl with the machine gun.
Ooh.
The dad took his daughter to the range.
Got killed.
No, he got shot a few times though.
I think he died.
I didn't hear that part. But
There's a video where
there's
there's two midgets firing a Barrett 50 cal.
Dude, I've shot a Barrett, and that thing, dude, you have to freaking.
It was two midgets one standing behind the other one, holding onto the gun. They pull that trigger, and they both go flying like 5 feet.
There's the one where the guy posed his dog with the gun and got shot because the dog managed to trigger it. It was like,
oh no.
You
guys ever watched
The Obese and Gravity equals hilarious. That's what I agree with you.
There's a YouTube channel called Carnicon. He doesn't do it anymore. Dugan Ashley, and it's the whole channel is like these hard, crazy like gun guys, but they do all these skits. They are freaking hilarious, man. Watch it. Carnicon is hilarious.
Waddle, 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 then whoops. That's right, squirrel.
Hey, what's up, squirrel?
Squirrel's my boy, man. I like me some Squirrel Herbert. He's hilarious, and his painting videos are great. He's just all around.
There's a bunch of there's a bunch of great guys out there.
He doesn't bitch about his situation, and he's in Palestine, fucking Ohio, where the big train wreck was.
Oh, I was about to say Palestine, like in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to see a horrible video, I
shot at
can
every time
have DJ play a horrible video for it.
Yeah.
Tennis ball against the wall.
I found another one even just almost as bad I played last night.
Nice. That tennis ball. Childhood cancer is on the rise, but our prices at Walmart are not.
It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Jean LaJoie is a freaking comedic genius. Like the song. Have you ever watched that movie or that TV show, The League, where he sings the song for his brother and sister for the child's birthday, and he's talking about how the parents banged out, and that's how she was born. Talking about them going down on each other and shit in a song, and everybody at the party was like, "Oh my god!" Except for their one friend, he's like, "Yeah, I knew this was going to happen." He said, "I just agree with it." It was great.
Me and my old lady just watched Cocaine Bear. You guys need to watch that. It's good. It's funny. It is like nuts, man. It's like not what you expect.
We were talking about on Conan Exiles today. We're in our Discord, me and Justin and our buddy left, And we're like, it'd be cool if you could ride a bear, put a saddle on one of these giant ass bears and ride it. And Liv's like, give it cocaine first and then ride it.
You don't want to give it cocaine, trust me. At least if it follows the movie. Holy cow, man.
Yeah. I just finished watching Red Leather Media's Half in the Bag. They did that. The only thing they really complained about it was the end scene. That they thought they could have used a little more light on the actors.
They could have used more cocaine.
I don't want to ruin the ending, but there's a cliff, Yeah, it's like it's too dark. I can't see anybody.
Air Squirrel, I will watch Cocaine Bear.
Oh, dude,
it's all
great.
about family.
I guess, and to top it off, it's the last movie with Ray Liotta in it.
That was
his
hilarious.
Send-off.
That was hilarious. Spoiler warning.
I watched the menu the other
and
day.
it's like in memory of really.
I watched that movie, The Menu, the other day about the chef that just goes crazy.
Yeah.
And that was being a trained chef. I found that extremely interesting. And I could just agree with him on a lot of that shit. I was like, yeah. First day off in like 4 months. And he goes to a movie and it sucks. Run his whole day off.
Yeah, we watch all of our stuff bootleg, man. I got a buddy that has his own private server. And I don't even know, is Cocaine Bear in the theaters? Because I don't even know what's in the theaters. Because we see everything that's in the theaters in like high def through his server. So
a funny story. I was in New York and I was gonna join priesthood. I was gonna become a priest.
Like for real?
Yeah, for real.
Like which priesthood?
The Redemptorists.
Okay.
And we were in New York.
And fire.
We're in Queens, where the priest house was, but we went down into like Manhattan to go to a movie. And then we're walking around and I bought a bootleg version of Superbad. Took it back to the house. And me and the priest hung out, ate some chicken wings, drank some beer, and watched the bootleg copy of Superbad.
That's a good movie. It's funny.
Probably worked better than my legitimate copy. Wouldn't play. Brand new.
Yeah, so I got a question for you guys. So best we're gamer geeks. We that's it. We're geeks. At least I am. But movie wise, what if there is a movie that you guys seen that really highlights our lifestyle, like being as gamers that we are?
What was that movie?
I'm gonna go with Pulp Fiction. Oh, you mean gamer? Okay.
As a gamer, yeah.
Sorry.
Which story are you in?
Wasn't bad.
From Pulp Fiction.
A couple of them.
There was this one about the guys that were LARPers.
Oh, Role Models. Is that it?
Role Models? I think
is that the one where like they take that kid on as like Big Brother thing?
Yeah, they're like representatives for a sports drink or something like that.
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Was Felicia Day in that? Was Felicia Day in that?
No,
I don't think so.
No, if she was, it was a bit role.
It's the guy who played in as Ant-Man, the guy who plays as
Knights
Ant-Man.
of Badass. Yeah, there's that
Knights
one.
Knights of Badassdom.
Knights. Oh yeah, Knights of Badass.
I was thinking of that one as well. Or
I was thinking of Role Models. I was like, Role Models is good, but Knights of Badassdom. I mean,
they buried that movie. You know the story behind that, right? Badassdom. What's his face became famous in Game of Thrones, and they buried that movie at the same time because I don't know why.
They didn't want that out to like make him look bad because he was a serious character on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so
it's bullshit because Peter Dinklage was awesome in that movie.
That was funny. I mean, you can't go wrong when the villain is like a succubus, dude.
Yeah.
No matter what movie it is,
You can't
there's
go
a succubus
wrong.
involved. I'm down. I'm down.
You can't go wrong when Summer Glau's involved.
Yeah.
You don't want to say anything.
It's like, you know, I remember your Dungeon Master's Guide. Wasn't there a page stuck together? Because of the succubus, man.
Oh, I gotta watch that again.
He was a little too thick for my taste.
It wasn't that bad. Peter Dinklage ate a ounce of mushrooms before they started their live action role playing. So he's just walking around looking at flowers and shit. He's supposed to be the badass fighter.
There was a LARPer group in my college. And, me being a gamer, I'm like, yeah, I'll try this out or whatever. And I'm like, they got really into it. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of stuff. They're putting armor on and something. Look, I'm gonna be a spellcaster and just get some rolled up socks. Like this white sock is like a iced attack, and this yellow sock is a lightning bolt. But
white sock is an iced attack. This yellow sock is a dirty sock.
No, that was just my dirty sock. Sorry, dude.
Hey,
you rolled up a ball.
What does more damage?
Why did the DNA cross? Why did the DNA cross the street?
Stuck to your shoe.
I put on the wrong sock.
Gross.
I was in the SCA for quite a few years, and we used to. People would say, "You guys are LARPing." It's like, no, we're beating the shit out of each other with sticks, wearing medieval armor. There's a difference. LARPers don't go home with bruises.
No. But I'm like, I couldn't stop laughing. To be honest with you guys, I couldn't freaking stop laughing.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Today's horrible joke day. Nice.
Oh,
I don't know if I know any. I can't remember any good bad jokes.
I know a lot of bad jokes.
It comes with being a dad. You get there.
You got that right.
Yeah, my daughter came up to me. She's like, "Daddy, what's a chocolate bar's pronoun?" So like, how the hell would I know what a chocolate bar's pronoun? She's like, Hershey. I was like, you little shit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be a long time before I buy chocolate from that company. They can suck it.
You don't buy anything from any company.
What's wrong with Hershey?
I certainly do. Dude.
Yeah, what did the chocolate bar do to you? Show us where the chocolate bar touched you, Shadow.
Touched me in a funny way.
Down the throat.
No, I don't want to buy a product that every time I think of them, I might accidentally think of their insipid, freaking woke ass commercials. I've already got jingles from the 70s and 80s still rolling around in my noggin. Last thing I need is this freaking woke shit.
I used to love picking up at the Hershey factory in Indiana, their distribution center, because every time you'd go in, they'd give you a couple of full-size candy bars, different kinds, like whatchamacallit shit. And every time you leave, they'd give you a couple of fucking candy bars. And they were always heavy, so I'd constantly have to leave, go to the scale, come back. One day I walked out of there with like 2 full boxes of king-size whatchamacallits.
Man, whatchamacallits are good, dude.
Those are fucking good.
They're still around, I think.
Your daughter.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not okay with paying $2 a candy bar now.
Dude,
that's fucking
it's nuts.
I don't buy candy bars, but if they're given to me for free, I really like going to the Jelly Belly factory in California, because I'd leave with like a box full of freaking Jelly Belly jelly beans for free.
I used to go to the Budweiser factory.
Budweiser,
that's because you're an alcoholic.
Budweiser Fish Gardens, man.
Oh, there you go, Fish Gardens. Yeah.
You get like all these free beers.
Yep.
I wonder if that's going to happen if I take a tour of the Winchester factory.
You might get free
Squirrel Hermit, you're hilarious.
Okay, Justin said alcoholic. I got a little short video for Hungar.
Every time I travel for work and bunk with a coworker and I happen to get in the shower first, I always say, Your turn. Just don't get your feet pregnant.
Damn.
Play that video. Play that video, man.
It's not tennis. It's not tennis balls.
Here, I thought the squirrel was a good old fashioned gentleman.
He's from Ohio. That's normal for him.
That don't mean shit. Not that there's anything wrong with being from Ohio, but
I'm still not 100% max. I broke one of my toes in my sleep the other day, Friday. So I'm on pain meds. And
hell yeah.
I just weaned myself off of pain meds like a month and a half ago. Weaned myself off of pain meds and Xanaxes, which my doctors say I need to take them, which I'm in pain all the time, but still it's okay. And then I broke my damn toe, and I went 2 days without taking the pain meds they gave me. Yesterday, I was like, I'm going to my pharmacy. I need these fucking things. My toes turned purple.
I can't even imagine. Did you? I mean, what did you do? Like kick the bedpost or something?
I think I kicked the wall. I don't remember doing anything. I was asleep. I woke up
fighting or something.
Yeah, I was asleep. I woke up to go to the bathroom. As soon as I put pressure on that foot, I was like, "What the fuck?" And I looked, and my pinky toe was swelling up and turning.
You need to get some of those asylum paddings for the wall.
Yeah. But DJ, play the video, man.
Well, I got it down below. All you got to do is pull it up, and I can start it.
That's what she said.
He did not. All right, here we go.
Okay. Here it come. I gotta get the intoxicated pig. Look up for that. Mash that right there. Look at this pig. Hey. Are you messed up, girl? Never seen a damn pig. Yeah, that one there's fine. That one there's fine. This one here is turned belly up.
This is about to pop.
Hey, you. Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God, that's fucking hysterical.
Holy hell, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, wait a minute, there we go. Wait a minute, there we go. All right. Shit, the bed almighty.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
what was the pig on? What did that to her?
It got into the mash.
It was drunk.
It was drunk.
I don't take the Xanaxes anymore. I'm never going to take those again, squirrel. That was great.
See, it's not quite as horrible as tennis balls, but it's still kind of bad.
It's funny. Nobody got hurt.
I've seen a pig that's my spirit animal.
Well,
he broke into a camp. He broke into a campsite and like drank all the alcohol and got super drunk, and then tried to fight a bunch of cows. Like that pig is my spirit animal, and I don't even drink.
See the pigs down here in Texas. They're as big as a freaking cow, dude.
I live in Florida, man. We're the king of freaking wild
feral hogs, and good Lord, those things will eat your face off.
They're delicious, though.
They are good.
That's one of the first things I'm going to do when I get to Texas.
Dude, you can hunt pigs from aircraft in Texas, dude. You can get in helicopters and shoot them all. There's no law against it.
Get your face eaten by a feral hog.
Dude, I've been chased by a freaking.
You need to. What's the Kobe beef? It's
Mr. Max. Be safe driving. Hope your truck is okay, and thanks for stopping by, buddy. I'm going to keep it to an hour today, guys, like normal. I think I want to go back to sleep.
All right, guys. Well, I'll bow out.
No, we still got 4.5 minutes, man. Tell everybody about your channel. Tell everybody.
Channel.
Yeah.
Well, if
tell
you're into
everybody
weird
about-
World War II, I mean, weird World War II could be anything from zombies to Operation Sea Lion. It's any and the Dirty Dozen's Weird War because that shit didn't happen. And but anyway, come by. We do all sorts of just weird World War II wargaming. I'm partial to the men's magazine, the pulp magazines of the 50s and 60s. So lots of big titties and Nazis getting blown up and all sorts of fun stuff. So
I like
swing by.
You know what?
I prefer
you
allies
and a
getting
friend of
blown
mine.
up. It's just me.
You and a friend of mine inspired me to. I'm going to be running maybe a one shot, however long it takes, for Amazing Adventures, which is a pulp.
Oh, yeah.
RPG. But
Adventures.
it's gonna be called Nazi Dinosaur Cult.
Hell yeah.
If they had to killed off Patton and let him do what he wanted to do, the world would have been a lot different now.
There's a great movie called Brass Target. Watch it. It's about the assassination of Patton. You'll dig it.
He didn't have a blowout in France.
Yeah, I believe he was assassinated too.
Yeah, because they didn't want him to invade Russia. I said I was always like, we should let Patton.
He wanted to before the war. He wanted to ally with Germany against Russia.
Yeah.
Well, Winston Churchill wanted to head to knock out the Soviets as well.
And now look what
that's why he got his ass voted out. Not even before the war was over.
Voted.
Yeah. How awesome would the world have been?
Brian, real quick. We're actually reviewing the movie poster for the movie behind you, Ben-Hur, on the Cigar DM channel. Yeah, we're gonna be. I don't know if we're doing it.
No, you're not. I heard Carl say Ben-Hurt. Clearly, I'm expecting to see a movie called Ben-Hurt.
Now, the original Ben-Hur
can't pronounce his way out of a paper bag sometimes.
Give him a break. It doesn't matter. I want to see that movie.
Yeah, those are my two favorite movies right there.
I like the Labyrinth poster.
Yeah, that's my old ladies. Mine's Return of the Living Dead and Ben-Hur. Those are my top favorite.
Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one, was the scariest movie I'd ever seen.
No, Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
But
I really like the dancing scene on the grave.
Yeah, it's trash. Leona Quigley. Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead in black and white when I was younger and I saw that.
I'll say Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2 are good. After that, it kind of went.
Oh yeah. It goes to shit pretty good. Dan O'Bannon directed and wrote that. That's the guy who wrote Alien.
Nice.
And a bunch of other shit. So, but yeah, swing by Weird World War II. We got a bunch of sponsors with lots of discounts. Lots of cool stuff, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, Weird. Yeah, just go to the Weird WWII on YouTube and hopefully you can get us. Because trust me, the algorithm doesn't love me, so I'm on the bottom of the barrel.
Dude, go look at our very first video, and you'll see why we are where we're at. YouTube freaking hates us.
I need to get some sponsors and some haters.
They've hated me since I stood in the shower singing "My Ding-a-Ling."
I don't know if I know that one.
Deej, tip your channel.
I'm just Deej. I'm a demented pink bunny in a Greatest American Hero suit, and we do the weird ass things over on my channel, talking about all the nerd culture and bitching about everything.
Shadow.
All right, guys, take it
easy. Like it says in the
later, buddy.
Father and son, doing father and son gaming and crafting and just goofing off, trying to be, wholesome, I guess. When we're not on shows like this, and then we spew all kinds of crap. But yeah, right there in the title, man.
Hey, look, Drow.
Justin, of course, he is the Andy to my Conan, the Arsenio to my Eddie Murphy.
I'm the Conan around here. Thank you very much.
He is the official Hungar hater. And if you don't know who the hell I am, why are you even watching my show?
Senility.
All right, everybody. You have a great day. Peace, love, and chicken grease, man.
Party
God
on.
bless.
Party on.
Pieces. Bless you all.
Tennis balls thrown against the wall.